This is a video by Richmond. Today we're working on a Saturn S series. This happens to be a 1998 model. And what we're doing on this vehicle is we are putting in a trailer hitch. So the first thing we want to do is get the vehicle up in the air and support it on jack stands. Here is the hitch we're going to be using. It's from a manufacturer called Draw-Tite. And if we zoom right in here, we should be able to see the part number. Now, what came with the hitch? So we got this bag, bolts, pins, nuts, reinforcing bars, directions, and we got this piece. Whoa, is this thing heavy. So the only thing we're missing is the ball. Alright, I think we got everything. So let's get ready and put that in. First thing we need to do is to remove the carpet from the trunk on the sedan. I've taken the back seats, moved them down, and the front part of the carpet with the Velcro, release that. And once we do, we can just pull our carpet out. Now after we get that out of the way, we can remove the cover to the spare tire. Next thing we need to do is to remove the bolt that holds the muffler strap on so we can drop the muffler down. I know in most cases that bolt is going to bust, so you're going to need a new bolt. Now this one we put in a little while ago, so I think we might be able to get it out. Oh yeah. Plus I put a little high temp paint on it to help it so it wouldn't rust. Alright, now this is always fun. Oh, okay. Alright. That's it. That's as far as we're going to go. Right there. Next we have to trim the heat shield behind the muffler. See that black line that I drew right there? That's 9 inches from the edge, and it follows the inner frame rail. See the inner frame rail right there? All the way back, right down here. So we're going to cut that piece out right now. Okay, there's the panel. And how's it look? Oh, beautiful. Never even nicked the frame rail. And here's what the cut looks like. You can see we're right against the inner frame rail. And right there all the way down. So we're looking good. We've got the hitch in place right now, and it's against the inner frame rail right here. and as far back as we can go. And we drilled a 1/8 inch hole about 2 inches away from the furthest part of the car right there. So on both rear holes in the hitch, we just drilled a 1/8 inch hole, and we're going to go up on top right now and drill a larger hole for the bolts. We just lowered the hitch down away from the holes we're going to drill so we don't hit it with the drill. We're using a 7/16 drill going down through the 1/8 pilot holes right here. And we need to do that on the other side right now. Next thing we got to do is we have to take some sealant out of this area with the hole that we drilled, the rearward one. Now I took a putty knife, took a piece of sealant out right there, so our plate will go right in there. Just like that. So we need to do that to both holes right now. Here's our reinforcing plates. They're all in place on both sides with the back bolts lightly tightened right now. Not brought to torque right yet, because we have to do the forward bolts now. Here is the hole on the driver's side, the forward one, and I've drilled a 1/8 hole in the center. Now we're going to go up and drill a 7/16 hole from the top. Alright, here's the tricky bit. We're on the passenger side, the forward hole. It can only be drilled from the top. Now, if you look right in the hole right here, see that rusted area? That's a spot weld. So that will give us a little reference point from the top. You can see that we're seeing a little bit more than half the spot weld. So that will give us a little idea on how to drill the hole from the top. Here's the spot weld right here that we saw below. Now we'll move our piece over here. Now the other end of this, the bolt is already connected. We'll slide that through. And see that? Hold that right there. Okay. Now, we saw about half a weld in the hole down there. Right about there. That should be right on the center of the hole of the piece down below. Look at that. I hit it right in the middle. Perfect. So now we can drill our 7/16 hole for that bolt. Now these 7/16 bolts, you want to tighten to 50 foot-pounds. Okay, so we need to tighten those all right now. Everything's back together, bolts are all torqued, muffler back in place, the trunk is all put back together. That's it. Look at that, how she tucks underneath there, you can hardly see it. Nice hitch. That's a job well done. Well, that's all there is to installing a trailer hitch on your Saturn S series.